Good morning, class. Happy Monday morning. We are moving right along, right? So I'm doing a video announcement to talk about kind of a recap of last week and then what's going on this week and looking out a little bit further into the 8 weeks. So thank you so much for your introductions last week. Those of you who posted, I think almost everyone did, on the discussion boards. Wow, we really have some interesting people in the course, and all of your pictures were all of you doing interesting and adventurous things on vacation and things like that. So that's fun to see. I just really enjoyed kind of meeting you and getting a better sense of who you are and what you're interested in. Some of you actually have really, really good applied experiences already, either in healthcare administration or public health settings. So I'm really happy to see that. You should have no trouble with your long-term career success after completion of this program. So this week, I had the syllabus pulled up here. Let me get it back up. So as you all are aware, we have lesson 3 and lesson 4 this week. That's open for you, ready to go. The slides as well as the audio for the slides. I also want to draw your attention to the fact that and I don't think I mentioned this last week, the slides, the PowerPoint slides without the audio, some of them have a little bit more detail in the text transcription than the audio recordings do. And that's because, as you can imagine, it's difficult to go back in. And for these particular slides, a TA recorded them, but it's hard to re-record the entire thing just to add some additional information. But small things do change. So if you're going through the transcript, that's the reason for some small differences there, and the slides have a little bit more detail. So the Turnock text will be finished after this week. We'll be done with that. You'll see in lesson 4 there's a preparedness piece, and if you look down into the assignments due column, the week of 2/15, you have FEMA certificates due. So later this week or by early next week, I will post instructions for those FEMA certificates because those are closely related to the preparedness piece of this Turnock text. You also have your first quiz this week. 30 questions, 0.25 points for each question. Doesn't really matter how many points per question, it's all proportional. And that's all laid out in the syllabus as well. You can take the quiz anytime this week. You get one chance at the quiz. You do not have multiple attempts at the quiz. And I also want to remind you that you cannot move back to a question after you've viewed that question. So these are just some mechanisms within Blackboard that I tend to use in online formats because otherwise, if you don't have a time limit and you don't put some of these mechanisms in place, it's just a question of looking up the answers, and that's not really a good test of your learning. We want you to be familiar enough with the material that you are able to answer the question from your own knowledge or look up the question very quickly. There are 30 questions, as I mentioned, and you'll have 45 minutes to complete the quiz. The quiz is due by Sunday night, so the end of this week. That's pretty much the way all of the assignments, and with the exception of the final exam, which I'll talk about later, are. So the due dates are the end of the week, and typically assignments and quizzes open first thing Monday morning of that week. So I want you to continue thinking about your topic this week. If you, there's a couple people who did not submit a paper topic on the wiki link, and the wiki is now closed. So if you have not submitted a topic, and I know I'm speaking to just a couple people, you will have to contact me directly. This course, as you probably are sensing by now, moves very quickly. So in just a couple of weeks, so the week of 2/8, and let me get the date that Sunday is. Valentine's Day. So the 14th of February, Valentine's Day, end of day is when your presentation files are due, your PowerPoint with audio recording. That's coming up very fast. So in that time, you have to research your topic. You'll need to access some academic articles. You'll need to figure out your your solution to the public health or healthcare issue that you've identified, and I will post another announcement within the paper/presentation folder to sort of help guide you along with that process as well. But I just don't want you to get complacent now that you have your topic. You really probably should be working on it consistently. If you do not have a topic, therefore, it's really urgent at this point that you contact me and we get that figured out. I think the final thing I wanted to mention is the final exam. So because it's an online course, obviously we don't have a specific time and place set up to meet for the final exam. It's a little bit problematic for me to leave the exam open for an entire week like I do the quizzes. So the way it's been handled in the past is to have the final exam on Thursday of final exam week. In this case, that is the 10th of March. So the final exam, as stated in the syllabus, will be open for 24 hours. So from 12 a.m. on March 10th till 11:59 p.m., 11:59 and 59 seconds on March 10th. So please put that in your calendar. Currently in the syllabus, the only date there is just the start date of that week, which is the 7th, same as all the other weeks. But we do need to have a 24-hour time frame for the final exam. I believe that's all I have for right now. I've corresponded with some of you about different issues and talked with some of you as well about, paper ideas, and that's been the primary correspondence. But anyway, I enjoy, phone calls, and if any of you want to come into office hours, that's fabulous too. The more contact that we can have with one another, the better. Oh, one other thing. If it's not posted already, I'm not sure if my TA has posted. Mackenzie Land is not a dedicated TA for this course, but if you see his name posting an announcement or something, he is a graduate assistant in public health. So he is going to be posting a flyer about an on-campus talk that will be February 1st, and I highly encourage attendance. It is February 1st, and that flyer will be posted on under the information tab for you. I won't go into any more detail about it now, but it'll be a really, really interesting talk by one of our PhD students in health sciences here at NIU. Without further ado, I will let you go, and hope you have a great week. Hope to hear from you. Don't hesitate to reach out at any time by email or by phone if I can help you in any way. Thank you so much.